an up-late exclusive. Babies, barely hours old, abandoned on doorsteps or in plastic bags in the woods. Guys, these are real stories that we've shared with you right here on 11 Alive. Many times you ask, what would cause a mother to abandon her child in that way?
Yeah, so tonight we're going to hear from a mom who was so scared for her baby's life, but instead of abandoning her, she reached out for help. Hope Ford brings us that story.
Hi. This is Livyia, 19 months old, happy, mesmerized by the microphone I clipped onto her mom. It's ironic, really, her running around this parking lot, clueless to the fact that this spot is where her new life started. In March of last year, Sarah Copen got a phone call from a terrified new mother.
She had told me she had already had the baby. She delivered it in a bathtub by herself. No one could know in the family because it would have put her child in danger and her.
Copen runs the Hope Box, a nonprofit raising awareness about child endangerment. Until that point, the organization never helped rescue a baby. Still, Copen met the young mom in this parking lot.
Where's the baby? She's like, right here. And it was kind of laying across her lap.
Livyia's birth mom is an immigrant. Her father, the head of a large criminal organization. She was afraid keeping the baby meant she would either be sent back to her home country or the baby would be sold in the U.S. by her family. Copen explained she could enact the safe haven law, surrender the baby to a hospital or police station without consequence, or she could opt for an adoption. And that's where the Downing family came in. Copen called an adoption attorney who already had a vetted family.
It was a very surreal moment. We met her and she immediately handed her baby over to Emily.
Brian and his wife Emily fell in love with the baby girl who was barely 24 hours old at the time. The birth mother, trusting the parents, signed over her rights, but it would take several court dates before Livyia was officially a Downing.
We went through a really hard time until the final day of adoption. Man, when that day came, it was a breath of fresh air.
It wasn't until they were face to face with a scared mother that they understood how someone could get to the point of leaving their child.
I mean, it definitely opened your eyes to the fact that there's real people out there with real heartache and real situations that we don't necessarily know anything about.
One day they planned to tell Livyia her story, the story of how one mother loved her enough to get her to safety.
Because I believe her story is a powerful one that will eventually equip her to making a difference in other people's lives as well. Hi.
She was so cute.
And so people watch these stories and they say, why? How could this happen? I mean, you don't know until you're put in that situation.
Exactly. And that was that's really the Hope Box, what they stand for. You know, they say they advocate for people in these situations and they try to educate people about child abandonment and try to really tell people that you just never know what is going on in the mother or father's life. So they really try to help those parents during that crisis.
And that's a testament because Livyia isn't the only one. More success stories coming in.
Oh yeah, they've done this kind of rescue 5 other times, similar situations.
All right, awesome story. Thank you so much, Hope.